everyone, it's Louise with louisemckayart, and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here, and I am in the middle of things again. That's why I always have a mess. So if you wonder why I always have kind of a mess going on here, my gloves are always dirty, it's because I'm in the middle of things, and I'm just deciding and thinking, oh, I better get a video going, so that's what I'm doing here. So once again, I'm in the middle of making coasters. I've come up with a color palette that surprisingly I have not done yet before. Even though these colors are quite familiar, you will see, I think, if I remember right, I don't think I've ever done this color palette before, and it's just one simple little change to a beautiful color palette. So what I just did there is I put on my pillow, which is my Glidden 6011N, and if you follow me, you'll know all the typical jargon I use for pillow paint and pouring mediums and everything else. And if you're new here, I encourage you to watch some of my other videos, but I try to put as much information in all my videos as I go. So we're getting started here. So that's the pillow paint. I've got my paints I'm going to be putting down next. They're all mixed with my pouring medium, which is the Valspar 833124 in the gallon, and the MinWax semi-gloss at a ratio of 3:1. So once I mix it and put it in this container, get it all stirred up, then I mix my colors with the pouring medium, 3 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. So in this case, 1 part of this to 3 parts pouring medium, approximately, with the Amsterdam Sky Blue Light. Let's get started. And these colors are ones that I've had, so I'm just using some of these up. This baby blue or this light blue I've had. It's kind of getting a little thick. But I love this color palette so much, I think tomorrow I'm going to make myself a lazy Susan with it. So that's that. This is my iridescent silver by Golden. And you'll recognize all these colors over here are my frequent flyers, especially my earth tone palette. This is usually my earth tone palette right here, these 5 colors. I decided for the first time, I think, to put this sky blue light as a center focal point. And oh my gosh. You wait till you see this. I'm like, I can't believe I've never done this before. I actually, I just had hip surgery, as most of you know. It literally just over 3 weeks at this point as I'm making this, but by the time this airs, probably over a month. I woke up from a nap and I said, I've never put a different color down in my earth tone palette. I'm going to try that today. So that's what I'm doing here. I actually was feeling really groggy and kind of tired, and then I said, when I got this idea, it just perked me right up. This is my quinacridone and Zeus. Quinacridone, Nicolas of Gold, and Zeus TLP. Now, if you're new, you know that the Golden does not make the TLP. I mean, Golden does not make the quinacridone anymore, the QNAG. But there are 2 colors that go together that make the QNAG that I do list in the description. And while I talk about the description, check out my description because I've got links to some of the products I use and links to some of the more educational type tutorials that you'll find certainly easy to access and probably useful. And here's my gold combination that I got. Extreme Sheen, 24 karat, and Golden's Iridescent. Gold. Beautiful, beautiful. These 2 colors, these last 2 colors together go so nice together. I mean, you almost can't go wrong. I almost feel like I'm cheating with this color combination. It's just, I'm cheating. Iridescent Bronze by Golden again. Golden Show. This guy's getting a little long. So I'm going to swizzle it out really fast so it doesn't bind up. So I got a goober in there. Yeah, and also check my playlists out. I've got a lot of playlists. I do a lot of functional art. If you're looking for functional art, if you're a person that likes to sell at craft shows and stuff like that, this is the right place for you because I do coasters, clocks, lazy Susans, charcuterie boards, ornaments, trinket boxes. I've done walking sticks, charcuterie boards, lazy Susans. What else have I done? Yo-yos. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Just check it out and see what I've got there. Carbon black, my last color down. Yeah, my playlist is there for you. Hopefully it will give you some inspiration, some ideas. Do wine glasses. But I'll tell you what, coasters and lazy Susans are probably my staples, and you see me do a lot of those. Okay, so that's that. Cell activator, my American Floetrol. Cell activator, video 141, I'll link it above. You always mix it up beforehand. That was my titanium white. This is my oxide black by Amsterdam. I lay this down, we're gonna blow it out. Titanium white, oxide black. There she blows. So you guys, I've started wearing a headband so you can see better what I'm doing. And what I'm doing there is blowing straight down into the cell activator to get it to open up in as much of a circle as possible, as you see right there. Once I see it spreading out and I get a little ridge, I aim my blow right at the ridge, whereas where the cell activator meets the paint. And I'm blowing the cell activator out over the paint and the paint over the pillow. And I have a really good video, 419 Art of the Blow, tells you all about what I do and think about when I am blowing out my composition. I start out by telling you how to find your blow in the first place, and then how the angle and the speed of your blow affect how everything blows out. And then I have a couple tricks for finding your blow, and then also show you how to get nice rounded blooms like you see here. The way you form your lips and the way you blow out is so important. Pull all the paint to the edge. So as I get ready to spin it, it knows exactly where it needs to go. And if you're interested, I do have an all-in-one private coaster tutorial. If you want to see everything from start to finish, I've got where I actually start by mixing my pouring medium and cell activator in front of you, and then use that pouring medium to mix the paints with you. And then we create with those paints, use the resin, or do the resin process, lay the resin down. After resin, all the way to the end, where we're finishing everything off with a cork in the back. It's all in one, everything you can possibly know, and it's all done with very basic paints. Artist Loft, I think it is, Deco Art in Amsterdam, so it's easily accessible. And they're all mixed with single color, so I don't have any blended colors like you see here. They're all just the, 24 karat gold or whatever. It's just the one color. Nothing more complicated than that. It's an hour long, and if it's something that you might be interested in, just email me. My email's in the description. I feel like I'm doing commercials, but I guess I am. But I don't have time oftentimes to talk about it during the video, so when I don't have much going on during the video, I squeeze it in. Look at this. Oh! All this scrapings I'm putting off over here, I'll be using for ornaments, or the pillow paints for other things. I use a pillow paint for the ornaments, the yo-yos, and you can actually use it for anything, because the pillow paint is going to get mixed up and strained, and then it'll go on the bottom of your creation, and you won't even tell. And it will be a little thicker than the normal pillow paint because it is been sitting around. And I even, for the first time, just use it on regular coasters, because I thought to myself, I've got so much of this pillow paint, I might as well use it. So here are a couple creations I did with this extra pillow paint, and I'll show you in those videos how I prep and strain my pillow paint, and then go through the actual creation process with you. I mean, there's really no reason why you can't use restrained pillow paint in your creations as well. So look at this. Look at that. Oh, I think we're done. So I'm going to clean up my bottom. Before I always put these to bed, I always clean up the bottom. I always just pull out and down, get the extra off, scoop it in there, out and down, You don't want to have the paint snap up and into the creation, so you always pull away. And here is this cute little guy. Actually, he's not cute. He's actually quite pretty. There we are. Look at this. Okay, I'll be back for the resined results. So everyone, that's a wrap, and here are the wet results. And what I ended up doing here is creating a second set of coasters as well. So I have a light set and a dark set, and I'll share both with you in a second here. So everyone, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you're new here, please join me, hit the bell and all. You'll get all my latest art tutorials. You'll definitely find it's worth it. In this case, I did a full creation for you guys in under 10 minutes. And I always try to keep my videos as informative with tips and as brief as possible. So here are the 4 that I created with the darker palette. And basically all I did here was just use a little more color and a little bit more of the bronze and carbon black versus this side where it's lighter, where I used a little bit more of the sky blue light in the middle to make the entire palette feel a lot brighter. It was a case again where I had the paint, I might as well go ahead and make another set, as I've started doing a lot more of lately. And just so you know, I do resin all of my functional art, and this is with KS Resin, and I have a 10% discount code in the description if you want to check that out. So with that, that's all I have for now, everybody. Take care. Till next time.